Hello everybody, this is Monty with Flowers by the Bunch. Today we're going to do something a little different. I am going to do a bleeding heart stand. So it requires a solid foam heart or oasis heart that has been soaked, and then we are going to pave flowers on the front of that heart shape. Watch as we put this together. Okay, so I am starting out with an oasis form, and it has a mache back so that it holds the water. I am laying it flat because I find it's a little bit easier to design on a flat surface versus an upright surface on a stand. So I have the foam all soaked, and I am going to begin adding flowers. So this is called a broken heart, and so what we will do is we will put white flowers on the base, and then we will come across with some red or orange. They're going to be orange today, with some orange flowers for the broken part. So I am going to take as my white flowers, I am going to use chrysanthemums. These are just I believe that it is a cremone. So we are going to take cremones and we are going to cut those. We're going to cut those and just press them right down into that floral foam. So we are going to cover our entire surface with white mums. Now, you can cover your surface with really any flower. You don't have to feel like a white mum has to be it. The reason I really like a white mum is for its size. It is a little less expensive than if I used carnations or standard daisies, because the size of the flower itself covers our space. I'm going to cut that stem just a little shorter. So I'm going to go ahead and take my flowers and cut them off my stem. Because you don't need all those stems, right? I'm going to grab my floral knife and just press it in. And we are going to cover the entire heart with our white flowers. And again, you can do this with mixed and matched flowers. You can really do it any way you want to. There's not a right or wrong way. It's all in how you want it to look. So I'm taking each bloom and just cutting it off those stems. This style of arrangement takes a little bit of time, and you'll see that, I mean, it just takes time to cut all the flowers off their stems and to press them right down in that floral foam. And it usually takes a lot of flowers to do an arrangement like this. It takes a good many to fill in all that space. And you can see I'm just pressing those individual flowers just right into that foam, making sure they're just covering the foam. And sometimes you're going to get those stems a little long. Just trim those up. All right, we've just about got our white mums in place. So I'm just taking and cutting each stem right off each flower right off that stem and pressing it right into that floral foam. Now the wonderful part about using mums like this is they're very long lasting. So we're not going to have any problems with wilt, any of the flowers wilting or anything like that. They're going to last a long time, which is always really nice. Now another thing about this heart is it's heavy. This wet foam is really heavy even without the flowers, so you always have to be careful because it is so heavy. All right, I've just about got it filled in with all of my white. Okay, so there are our white flowers. Next, we are going to do our broken part. So we're going to come across the piece with a broken, I don't know how to tell you. It's going to be broken. Okay, so here's how we're going to make it look as if it's a broken heart. We're going to take a little bit of Italian ruscus, and we are going to just take that Italian ruscus, cut that stem, and I'm just going to press that right into that floral foam. Now this is going to represent our broken part of the cross. So I'm just taking and tucking that Italian ruscus right in. Okay. Okay, there is our broken part of the cross. And then we're going to take some orange roses. So I have some orange standard roses and some orange spray roses. So I'm going to take my orange roses and we are going to press that right down in that floral foam. So I'm removing any of the petals that don't look pretty, cutting that stem at an angle, and pressing that rose right down into that floral foam. And that foam just holds it right in place. No issues with it going anywhere. All right, so there's some orange standard roses, and then we're going to use some orange spray roses also. So we've got some pretty orange spray roses, and I'm just going to take them and cut them into smaller pieces. And I'm just kind of filling in. All right, so there's our broken part of our heart. Now to finish this heart, I am going to finish the edges of the heart to make it look just a little finished. I like for it to have a finished look. So I am going to take some pittosporum, which is just a variegated pit, and I am going to take it and break it into small pieces, and we are going to line the outside of this heart with this pittosporum. So I'm just going to take it, break it, and press it right down into that floral foam. And we're going to go all the way around until we have a finished look. Now the wonderful part about pittosporum is that it has these little rosettes or florets. And so they work wonderful to kind of finish the edge of this heart. So you can see how I'm just taking and popping off the little floret, and we're just tucking that right down into that floral foam to finish that heart. All right, so we have the flowers attached to a stand, and it's just a large heavy metal stand that we've attached the standing heart to. Next, we're going to add some ribbon. So they wanted some navy blue ribbon to go with their orange and white flowers. So I'm going to take and tie a bow with this navy ribbon. So I am going to kind of make a loop. I'm holding the ribbon, the shiny side is facing me, and I'm going to make a loop, twist, a loop. I'm going to drop my ribbon on the floor, it's just easier. Twist, a loop, twist, a loop, twist. Now I am going to do several tails coming down. Cut that ribbon. And then I'm going to add several tails. Okay. So there is our bow. It's not got lots of loops. I'm going to take a piece of florist wire, and I am going to tie my bow just like that. I'm going to take a wood pick. So this is a Coe wood pick, 6 inches. And I'm just going to wrap that wire right around that wood pick. Now I am going to trim up this pick because I don't need it quite that long, so I'm just taking some snips, and I trimmed that up. And I am just going to press that right into the foam, right there in where those orange flowers are. I actually I'm gonna have to put another pick on because that one broke. So we're gonna pull that one off and try it again. Sometimes that happens. Let's try that again. Take that another pick, wrap that wire right around it. Just break that pick just a little bit. And then these tails will just kind of hang down. And there is our finished broken heart. Guys, thank y'all for being here with me today. I know this was a little bit of a different video. I hope that it helped in explaining how this works. It's really not hard to make this type of stand. It's just a little tedious. You just have to use lots of flowers to do that. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that thumbs up for me. That is just a free way to support our videos, our little channel, our little flower shop. And if you have not already subscribed to our channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button right down below. I hope you have a wonderful day. We will see you soon.